Newly declassified Albatross File documents and oral histories are forcing a rethink of a familiar story that Singapore's independence was thrust upon it when it split from Malaysia in 1965. Their release is being seen as a timely prompt to look again at how the Republic came to be and the decisions and disputes that drove separation, as Nicolas Ng finds out.
Today, the 16th of September.
23 months from merger to breakup. How did Singapore go from one state in Malaysia to an independent republic? For decades, the story has been that it had no choice, that independence was thrust upon it. Now, newly declassified papers suggest the story was far more deliberate than it seemed.
So traditionally, we've always believed that separation was foisted on Singapore quite unexpectedly, without warning, and Singapore was told to leave in August 1965.
I think that narrative of us being kicked out was also very useful in the early years of nation building, right? Because it meant that there was no alternative.
That perception stuck because Mr. Lee Kuan Yew's theory announcement in 1965 became the defining national memory. Now, without access to primary documents, the public relied on that image and simplified retellings.
The declassified documents from Dr. Goh Keng Swee's Albatross File and the accompanying oral histories provides those primary documents, though it already had an effect on Singapore's history. The Albatross File's been public knowledge for some time, though it's not exactly easy to find if you're not looking. Its earliest mention was in 1996, when historian Melanie Chu interviewed Dr. Goh for her book, Leaders of Singapore. During the interview, Dr. Goh revealed that both sides had agreed that Singapore had to get out. Then followed a long silence, during which he slowly leafed through the secret file, Albatross.
I think in a way, when you look at this new narrative, right, or in a way a revised narrative, I would say that that particular understanding had been slowly developing since the publication of Mr. Lee Kuan Yew's first volume memoirs.
The file's contents made another reappearance, with Lee Kuan Yew going through Dr. Goh's oral history transcript while writing his memoirs, The Singapore Story, published in 1998. Mr. Lee read the transcript in 1994. That same year, he left a note indicating when he first read Dr. Goh's admission that it was he who first suggested separation. And in the years since, a more nuanced take on separation has become more widespread. What I have here is a history textbook for Secondary 2 students first published in 2022. And in its retelling of how Singapore separated from Malaysia, it notes that by July 1965, secret negotiations on that separation had begun.
I think the government regard this as being a very timely occasion to consider and to remind ourselves about how we came to be as an independent country. And I think with 60 years of nation building, the idea of remerger is now a clear non-starter.
He adds that those 60 years apart has let Singapore and Malaysia go down different paths, and meant that the old narrative that Singapore was kicked out no longer matters.